Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Lorie. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time joining us, we are all about encouraging you to be who you are called to be. And so in my last video, I talked about what my word was for 2018. If any of you guys have a word of the year, I love doing those. I just think they're fun to do, and they kind of help to keep you mindful and focused on this new year and on growing spiritually and just as a person. And I don't know, I just love them. And so I'd love to hear from you. You can go check that out. I'll put that in the description box for you as well. So if you wanted to check out my last video on my word for 2018, my word was joy, and it is still, but I wanted to kind of talk with you a little bit about how that has already been kicking my butt. This is like January 7th right now that I'm recording this video. So my word has already been kicking my rear end big time. So my word was joy. It is joy. And it's funny because, I wanted to embrace joy in 2018. And I talked about this a little bit in my last video, but I wanted to kind of simplify things, right? Like not overcomplicate everything. I wanted to be content, to focus on being content in, all situations and all circumstances. I want to be joyful in all circumstances. And no matter what was kind of thrown my way, like I wanted to be more full of joy. And it's funny because right before, it was basically right after Christmas, my son and I, at the same day, my 5-year-old Alex and I, we both got the flu. And the next day, of course, my husband got the flu, and the only one who didn't get it was Tyler. And so we all were inside, just like stuck inside for like 5 or 6 days. And we're still, Jack and Alex is much better, but Jack and I are still trying to get over it. Like Jack is trying not to get bronchitis right now. Like, we've both just been like gross and sinusy. And that's basically how we celebrated the new year. And it's just been kind of like stuff like that, like just between having the flu and stuck inside and just feeling like garbage for a week. Like today is probably the only day that I haven't taken a nap. Like just trying to get our energy back, and other things that have kind of happened that haven't exactly gone totally as planned, like in life already. And we're only 7 days into the new year. And so it's just been really kind of funny. But I have been in the Word a lot lately. Every day I've been getting in the Word, and I've been reading through the Bible. We just started in Genesis, which, by the way, if you want to read along with me, I have a Facebook group called Faith Grows Bible Study. I'll link that in the description box for you. You can go ahead and join in with us. I'd love for you to, actually. We're not reading the Bible in a year, so we're not that far into it. We are only doing a couple of chapters a day, and we're, talking about it, posting stuff on the Facebook group and all that. So anyways, if you'd like to join us, I'd love for you to read along with me. But anyway, I've been reading a lot and just been in the Word a lot lately, and ever since January 1st, because that's when we started. And I usually am in the Word, but this has caused me to be even more, which I've really enjoyed my time. I've been kind of listening to more worship music and, and all of that. But I've noticed that even though some really not so awesome stuff has happened in terms of sickness and just like, random stuff that just hasn't gone our way or gone as planned or whatever. It has affected definitely my happiness. I will say that. Okay. Like it's hard to be happy when you have the flu. But what I have noticed is that it hasn't killed my joy. And I think that's what's so interesting about it. And it's not like I'm just like jumping from the ledges like, oh my gosh, everything's wonderful. I have the flu, but I don't care. It hasn't been like that at all. Like, again, like I haven't been happy about it. Some days I've been a little grumpy about it, to be honest. When you've been stuck inside for 5 days straight, you kind of get a little crazy. But I did notice that, there were things I was still able to kind of laugh at that I normally wouldn't have been able to laugh at. It's just been kind of funny the way that I've had these opportunities to be joyful despite not necessarily having opportunities to be happy. And it's been interesting to see the difference and experience the difference of happiness and joy, and how different those two words are. Like I think about, like, I'm really happy when I have a bowl of ice cream. Like that it makes me really happy. I love ice cream. I love a good milkshake. I'm really, really happy. But like, after you finish your milkshake, something bad can happen, or just even like not great, and you're instantly not happy anymore. Like that's how fleeting happiness is, right? It's just like a moment kind of thing. But joy is something that it can sustain you, like through whatever, through difficult times. It can sustain you through heartache. It can sustain you through sickness. It can sustain you through whatever. Through a job loss, or through, I don't know what circumstances you might be going through right now, but it can sustain you through absolutely anything that you could be going through. And that is something that I've really recognized. And even though the things that I've been going through have been very, very small compared to like what I know a lot of people are going through, it's just been interesting to me, just in this 1 week, I have been able to see how I've not been happy, but I've been able to be joyful. And I think that is something that only the Lord can give. Really, I think it's something that only He can give, and that is Him restoring the joy of salvation, and granting me that willing spirit that can sustain me, that will sustain me, that does sustain me. The willing spirit to just like go on even sometimes. Honestly, like how many days like do you just kind of get out of bed and you're like, I don't even want to get out of bed. I'm so discouraged. I'm so down. I'm so depressed or whatever. And I've had those too. But to be able to get up and to keep going, that's part of being sustained, that you can have joy even when things are not going well. And so I just wanted to share with you a little bit about that, like how my word of 2018 is going for me. It is not going the way that I thought it would, but at the same time, I feel like it's also going well, because I've been able to see these opportunities to have joy anyway, like have joy through some, difficult days, and have joy where maybe I haven't had necessarily like just, giddy happiness, but I've still been able to have joy. And I've learned a lot through that as well. And so that's been interesting to be able to still have peace and joy and comfort, and know that is all from the Lord. Like, even though I've had a crummy week. And so anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys today. I know it's not like one of my normal videos, but I want this to be a place where I just kind of share what I'm going through. And even when it's not super like happy and everything's awesome, because everything's not always awesome in my life, and I try to be open with you guys about it, and because I want this to be a place where we can talk and share and encourage one another. And you guys have been so encouraging to me, and I just really appreciate you guys. So anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys. You can comment down in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated on brand new videos. Like this video if you like it. It helps to support this channel a lot. Give the video a thumbs up. That's what I was trying to say. All right, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.